Oh, everyone, it's been a while. I thought I'd do a cure for cancer reading. It's an all signs reading. We're just going to take a flyover, a temperature. We're going to take the temperature of the soulmate cycle right now. It's a very important reading. Cure for cancer. A lot of people, everybody's an honorary Cancerian in this soulmate cycle. I will tell you what. I have a pre-shuffle here. It's been a while since I've pulled one of these. We do these a little different. We do the pre-shuffle. We do 5 cards from the bottom of environmental energy around the person, 4 cards from the top of the deck as how they're behaving in those energies. So we clarify those. Gives us a good idea of what's going on here. It's a nice point to take a look at because I've got somebody keeping to themselves a little bit right now. They're doing some contemplating. They're doing some thinking. This is just the surface energy. It's a standard read you might get right now. Your person, somebody attached to you, you're definitely a focus, but their life is a focus right now. And that makes sense for the energy that's around, right? We talked about it in the full moon, right? The fuck moon, we talked about it. Get rid of it, keep it. It's a lot of, there's been a lot of that going on this year. It's a big part. We're at the halfway point of the soulmate cycle. Somebody's figuring out, should I stay or should I go, right? There's a lot of pain in their world. And I think they start to realize that maybe they caused it, 4 cups, because they weren't interested. A lot of times, I can give you an example of this. A lot of times people they look back on their life and they realize that they were never really stuck, that it was never really bad, that they just didn't have the balls, the stones, the ovaries to do anything, to go for it, right? Somebody didn't. And somebody now is a little bit of Kurt Cobain in pain. There's a lot of pain. Sometimes we stay with people too long. Past the expiration date, right? You eat old bread, you're going to get sick. Right? It's just the way it is. You could eat stuff past its expiration date, but not if it's all green and red. There's 3 different kinds of mold on it and spores coming off it. When you drop it on the table, a puffy cloud comes out. I wouldn't eat that. Somebody's eating it. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Cure for cancer, right? It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you. The title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot. You're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. I don't do them very often. I don't do these as often as I should. But they're very similar to what I might pull offline for the soulmate cycle occasionally. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Now, 5 cards from the bottom. Environmental energy. Yeah. More contemplating. Somebody, the environmental energy is encouraging this person, whoever they are, probably you too on some level, but pulling on the incoming energy, encouraging this person, whoever's attached to you, to wax philosophical, right? A little bit philosophical. Let me look at some cold, hard truths here. What else? Stopped energy. Knight of Pentacles. It's slowing things. The environmental energy is slowing things down. Somebody's looking at how much time they've wasted in their life. In this context, this represents a lot of wasted time. He's got a racehorse. Could have cleared this field in what, a tenth the time? Somebody wasted a lot of time. That's what they're contemplating. All the time they've wasted. Center card is 10 of Cups. What were those dreams I never did? Right? I don't know what these cards are. We're seeing them real time. I'm seeing them with you. What were these dreams that I never did? It's everything I talked about in the pre-shuffle. It's here in the environmental energy. Next card, number 4. Now this is the center card. These two kind of go together, and this one bookends the end one over here. This one will bookend this one, right? So I've got a Knight of Pentacles with a Knight of Wands. I've got a very fast Knight here, right? Knight of Wands is very fast. This is Knight of Pentacles. It's red with this. It's very slow. Somebody's realizing that they should have taken action on something, right? And now the environmental energy is forcing them to realize that they still can, or making them realize that they still can, or making them think that they still can. It's lighting a fire under them. Whatever they're contemplating, whatever the environmental energy is forcing them to contemplate, forcing them to look at all the time they've wasted, forcing them to look at the dreams that they didn't have the stones to go for, making them see that they should have acted on it, woulda, coulda, shoulda energy here around the Knight of Wands. That Knight of Swords, the energy is also forcing them to go for it. And I'll show you the 6th card just because it's there. It's the Queen of Cups. Somebody has a lot of love for you. You're somebody's biggest regret. Whoever this is, you're their biggest regret. What regret? That they didn't try it with you, that they didn't go for it with you, that they just sat on their ass and didn't do anything, that they were too chicken. I don't know. Take it how you want to take it. There's a whole lot of fraidy cat here. Whole lot of right? Somebody was chicken shit. This energy, the environmental energy, is making them look at all those dreams they were too chicken to go for and really hammering it home. Wasted a lot of time. We're here. It's all a blink of an eye. Life. All of it. This lifetime that we're living in these vessels, it goes by like that. I've talked to many old people. You can read anything from like one of those 107-year-olds that dies. Go talk to anybody in their 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They'll tell you it all went by like that. Man, I was 20 the last time I looked. You know, it does. It happens that way. Somebody here is really realizing that. They're hyper aware of the passage of time. I will tell you that. The environmental energy is making them aware of that. All right. So let's flip the deck. Right up here. Now let's see how they're behaving in this energy. I know what the environmental energy is, providing them an opportunity or sort of forcing them to do, but this person traditionally runs against the energy, so we'll see. You ready? Let's find out. 4 cards. Judge. Somebody making some big choices here. What else? A couple cards from the pre-shuffle coming back. 4 of Cups. What's crossing that? 10 Pentacles. There's a lot of regrets here. There's that 3 of Swords. It has to be there. Somebody is deciding whether they want to try it now. I told you it's around this. I think they are behaving properly. These cards match properly for the environmental energy. That's why a few of the cards from the pre-shuffle came back, but we brought in a Judgment here. That's pretty massive. That's intense. That's like, somebody here is sitting in this 3 of Swords, and they are realizing there's some sort of higher power that wants this person to break free of this. It wants this person to realize that the rainbow is still fucking there. Okay? I don't know. We're going to clarify. We're going to clarify right now with the witches. And we'll leave that Queen, right? Well, there's nowhere to put it, really. There's a Queen of Cups. We'll leave it right there. All right? So that we can see it. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. Give me Judgment. Why is it here? Oh, look at this. Randomly at the bottom is a Knight of Wands. That's a key element there. All right? When we realize that we should have acted when we didn't, when we realize that we fucked up, All right, Judgment. This is something towards you. I don't think the 3 of Swords necessarily in this case is with you. I think it's just they've got a lot of their life. They don't like it as much as they say they do. This soulmate cycle, it's so, everybody on the DM side is so miserably unhappy and they refuse to admit it. It's like they just want to go over the cliff with the bus because they won't admit they got anything wrong. They make excuses for their life. They make excuses for the people in it. I mean, it's unreal. And I often ask people the question, how many times somebody got to lie to you? How many times you got to stick your hand in the meat grinder before you realize it's a meat grinder? And in this soulmate cycle, people will continually stick their hand in meat grinders, whether it's societal energies or the soulmate cycle. Either way, they're both a reflection of one another. Judgment. It's just going on, left and right. Excuse machines. I think this person's coming face to face with their own excuse machine. All right? Judgment. Let's go. I just like to tell you about the energy while I'm shuffling. I could just do dead air if you want. You can always hit the mute button if you want. I don't really care. 10 Swords. Well, yeah, 10s are the end, dead end, that lead to a new beginning. God sourced the universe itself. I'll phrase it this way. This is the environmental energy around Judgment. And why I think this person feels like, it's sort of what I said, where the energy is making them think that there's still a shot. That they could still salvage something out of it even though they've wasted a lot of time. Might be 79 years old. Might be 90 years old. They decide if I still got some breaths in me, there's something I can do. I can clean up a couple of these. Right? Whatever it is. Good. Good for you. Right? But somebody here, whether it's God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, Yugelvon, I don't care. Elves, I don't fucking care. Something is letting this person know somehow, some way, probably through signs that something they thought was dead is not dead. There's still a chance here. Okay? So they are getting signs about that. Which probably in turn, because these bookend is making them feel this 3 of Swords a lot more deeply than even what I'm picking up on. Right? I mean, I got Kurt Cobain in pain here, but there's a lot of pain in this card. There's a lot going on in this card. I don't really give it justice to tell you about everything I see in it most of the time, but there's a lot of like, oh, ouch. All right, what's on top here? Five Swords. Why is that here? Justice, yeah. The energy's making them feel like there's still time, there's still a chance. All right? You fucked up, but you didn't fuck up all the way yet. I'll tell you something, I'll tell you what I think. I get that the God source, and who am I to go against God source, the universe? Nobody. I'm just a talking hand on a video. I think they have wasted too much time. I think in this person's case, I think they have wasted too much time. Because of all the cards here, the one where your energy is attached is not that, it's that. And I think you're like, really? Really? Because you're going through a lot of changes too. All of this is happening to you as well on a different level. Right? You're looking at your life. You're looking at the things you didn't go for that maybe you should have. And you're thinking, you know what? I think going for a lot of people right now on the DF side and the DM side, but it's harder over here. But on the DF side right now, which is most of you, a lot of people are going to come out of this year in particular, right? 2025. Really thinking, you know what? I'm going to go for more things than I used to. So even if you were really brave, Steve, I'm a fucking skydiver, I bungee jump, well, you're going to maybe try them both at the same time. I don't know what you go bungee jump out of a plane and then snip it and then open the chute. I don't know, some kind of new stupid sport that people can die at. I have no idea. But your energy's attached to this. I think you've got some plans of your own. You're like, well, I'm glad you figured this out. I don't know who this is for you. I say that all the time because I know I get people here all the time that assume that it's their runner. I'm tuning into YouTube to watch a reading about a specific person. You're not the warlock on the hill. You don't get to decide what energy comes in. It might be something else, you know. And it applies to your horoscope too. A lot of times people read their horoscope and they blame the astrologer, which really kind of pisses me off. They'll say, well, the astrologer will say, well, you'll finally hear from something you've wanted to hear from for a while. And they make assumptions. Their brain runs with it. Oh, it must be Alan. I've been waiting to hear from Alan. I love Alan. Oh, Alan's going to contact me. And it turns out the whole day goes by and Alan doesn't contact you. But you don't think about the one thing that did happen. You did hear from the neighbor that borrowed your rake 2 months ago, and he returned the rake. That's what that horoscope was talking about. That is something you've been waiting to get back or hear from that hasn't happened. It just plays out that way. You can't assume that you know who it's about. And I'm only saying that to help other people whose readings you watch and horoscopes you read. You know, you have to take it. You'd have to take it as it comes. Let's do the Four of Cups. Whoever this is, you were going to do something with them. I feel that. So I'll help you figure out who it is. If it is Alan, good. Alan is our random name for a runner around here. Okay, it's just a generic name. Okay? If it is Alan, that's fine. But it's somebody you were going to do something with. But I think they let you down. I think that's what happened. I think they let you down. They left you holding the bag. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe you were going to get a place. Maybe you were going to do a business. Maybe you were going to raise a family. Right? I don't know. Only you know. Whatever the case, is this person coming your way? Likely very soon. All right? I can't predict free will. Nobody can. But likely very soon. I'm shuffling on the Four Cups right now, which has your energy. It's the only card here with your energy on it. It's right there. I mean, aside from you're attached to this dream. But, all right, Four Cups. Come on, talk to me. Why is it here? In relation to the incoming energy. I already know in relation to my people, and I get it. You see this Knight of Swords right here? Well, he's right here, too. He's crossing it. It's this whole, the energy around this person, making them think they got a shot. I think somebody comes in and says something to you, and I think they're all excited, thinking it's going to bring change. Let's do it again. Let's get the band back together. Right? And there you go. It's right there. I saw a commercial. This reminds me of a commercial I saw on TV the other day. They're all excited. The psychedelic furs are back. Right? And they're playing their one hit. The one fucking hit they had on the fucking commercial. And my response to the commercial, when they said it so excited, the psychedelic furs are back, I was like, why? You know, I mean, I don't get it. Okay? I mean, I'd be more excited if John Bonham came back from the dead and Led Zeppelin did a tour. That'd be fucking awesome. right? Why? I think that your reaction to this is the same as my reaction to the very excited commercial to tell me that the psychedelic furs are back. Woohoo! What's on top? The Eight of Cups. It's somebody. You thought this person was gone. They were gone. Why is that here? The Hermit. Nobody's, again, you've got a person who let you down attached to you. Okay? The psychedelic furs are coming back. They come into your house. All right? I mean, I don't know. You got somebody who you were going to do something with and they let you down. They are heavily thinking, heavily contemplating about returning. And they're looking at their life and going, man, I was a chicken shit. Man, I should have taken more chances. You don't want to end your life that way thinking that. You don't want to get to the end of the road thinking you should have done this and you should have done that. Why did I do this? Why was I stuck there? Why was I that? Most of the time we do it to spare people's feelings, you know. And 9 times out of 10 it proves to be not worth it in the long run because they probably wouldn't do the same for you. You know, that's my experience, people, you know. So, I mean, you got to live true to yourself, I get it. But let me help you out so that this is not your future. Take a few chances now and again. Don't be stupid. But fortune favors the brave in the energy that we live in right now. You know, sometimes you got to, you know, you got to break a few eggs. All right, 10 of Pentacles. So their life is shit. They don't want to be in it anymore. This is their life. This is crossing her, right? They wish, so where they're concerned, they both wish you were in their life and they wish this wasn't their life, right? Either way, look at her. Pissed off, bummed out, depressed, you know. She's not that excited about psychedelic furs tickets, I can tell you that. Okay, all right. Why are all these bands coming back? They're all somebody's grandparents now. What the hell? What is going on? People retire. One of these, you've got Def Leppard, you got all the old bands out there. Somebody going to die on stage. Somebody is. I don't want to go to a show and see Sammy Hagar drop dead in front of me. Right? Telling me love walk in, then Sammy fall down. I'm telling you. Go home. Relax. Kick your feet up. Touring is hard. Fucking hell. All right. 10 Pentacles. There you go. The saddest one was Tom Petty, who put off surgery because he didn't want to disappoint his fans in the 2017 summer tour. You know. So what did he do? He put off the surgery, went on stage in pain, came back, accidental overdose on the painkillers, and then disappointed his fans horribly by dying. You know. Even his bandmates said, we should have just postponed them. We could have waited a year. You know, wouldn't have been any big deal. I'm telling you. That's what I'm talking about. People do crazy things because they don't want to disappoint people. That's what holds people back in life. It's what gets them into trouble a lot in life. All right? I mentioned that to make my point. Shouldn't have been out there. Hell, he had to be carried off stage most nights. He couldn't even walk. It's admirable. It's appreciated. But I would have liked to have seen the 2024 tour. You know, could have blown off the 2017 and just, you know, gotten the surgery that was necessary. And we could have all enjoyed more Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers for many years to come. Right? Short-sighted. Be careful of that. 4 of Wands. Again, this person wants to walk a new path. They want a happy new beginning. They don't. It's backing up my read. They don't like their life. They don't like it, and they don't like the one. And they're mad that they didn't take a chance on you or do that thing with you that they were going to do. Whatever it is, their life could be about their job. They don't like their job. They're mad. They were supposed to do a business with you, an awesome candle business. It was going to be great, and then they chickened out. People chicken out all the time on that kind of thing. That's why I stopped doing business partners. It's just a waste of time. You want something done right, do it yourself. If you don't need to bring anybody else into it, don't. Take my advice. Don't do it. At the end of the day here, that's what it's about. Somebody wants to walk a new path. And the energy, God, source, the universe itself, all the way around is making them think it's possible. I don't I think you care about this less than I care about psychedelic furs coming back. Okay, I mean right here. What's on top? 2 of Cups. They want that. They want to make this good. They want to make something right. They want to fix something with you. I mean, maybe you'll let them. I don't know. If they fit into your plan, then you can do it. If you still want to do the candle business, maybe you can. I don't know. Just catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally. But you know where I'm coming from, right? You should. If you don't, rewind. I mean, this is pretty simple. You know, why is the 2 of Cups here? King of Cups. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, the Page of Cups. Somebody here, just again, somebody's figured out how they feel. It's a little bit of too little, too late. Okay, can I phrase it that way? Does that make sense? Okay, it backs up everything I've been saying. So here we go. The final outcome here is 3 of Swords. You know, it's tied to the energies over here. It's tied to somebody coming to make things right. I think, well, let's see. I don't want to think. I know what the energy feels like. It feels like it's a time in the soulmate cycle where you guys are resolving old business. Okay, we're at another point where you're throwing out the shit that no longer suits you and you're moving forward. I think you thank this person and you're glad that they came around, but you know, you're just not into the candle business right now, or you've got somebody else in mind. You know, now you like blondes, you know, and they're not one. I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm in my blonde phase now, and you're a brunette, so, you know. All right, 3 of Swords. Why is it here? They could offer the dye of their hair, but that's not the same. It's not the same. All right, 3 of Swords. It's crossed by the 2 of Pentacles. This can go either way. Underneath it is a Knight of Pentacles. Okay? This can go either way for this. Honestly, somebody here is, I don't know. It's just, it could go either way. That's just how I'm going to put it. It's a coin toss here. It's Schrodinger's card. You know, it's Schrodinger's 3 of Swords. What's on top? The Devil. And why is that here? The Queen of Cups. My desert queen. The most. And why did I keep the Queen of Cups out all this time next to this 3 of Swords? That's why. Tarot, it's great. It's a perfect medium. It really is. The universe can answer you. If you put it out there right, you'll get the answer. Somebody's obsessed with love. Somebody likes the idea of you. Okay? In other words, how do I phrase this where everybody will understand? Okay, somebody comes to you who let you down. They show back up, right? And here's your look, right here. You realize at some point, I think you realize at some point, whoever this person is, whether it's a business or a love thing with them, or if they're a family member or a friend, whatever, that they like the idea of you, but they really don't have the depth to sort of go through it all. You know what I'm saying? They've got a new little, they understand their feelings too little too late, but it's sort of like you've moved in this direction and they've moved in this direction. They say they love you and you say thank you, or you say I understand, but I think you just like the idea of what we could have been. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody's in love with a ghost. In love with a ghost energy that used to be you two, right? You're just a memory of a love that used to be. It's a line from a Rolling Stones song called Memory Motel. You can look it up. Maybe one of the lyrics in there. Never the whole song. It's always just one line. Maybe there's a lyric. Google Rolling Stones Memory Motel lyrics. Maybe there's something in there, because there's no reason it would pop in my head if it wasn't part of this. Could just be one line from the song. I don't know. All right. It applies to this situation. Okay. It's about somebody. You can do what you want with it. It's up to you. You can move forward. But I think if it doesn't suit you in this energy, you shouldn't do anything with it. There's a reason that I say everything in these readings. And there's a reason that I pointed out we keep ourselves stuck. People keep themselves stuck a lot in life because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. or they don't want to, you know, it's just the way, it's a nice, easy way to phrase it. So if you're not interested in doing the candle business or the love thing or whatever it is with this person, but you're a very sensitive soul and you don't want to hurt their feelings, don't just say yes because you don't want to hurt their feelings. That's that devil energy. That's what's attached here. Okay? So be careful. Be careful about that. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. All right? It's just the way it is. Let's see where we go here. One card, the crossing card. Might be a runner, might not. Whoever it is, it's somebody who you had plans with at some point. Right? You were going to do something with this person. You were going to go far. Right? Like that. One card, the crossing card. What do you want to tell everybody here? Yeah. See? That's you. That's you. You're the Empress. The best tits in the I know those tits anywhere. Right? It's crossed by the Ten of Wands. It's not easy in energy like this to be the Empress. It's not. It's what I just said. I don't know why I'm your 45th favorite. It's what I just said. You've got all this empathy. You've got all this feelings. You're in this Empress energy. It's going to be, if you do want to go forward with this, if this person shows up, then go for it. But don't just say yes because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. All right? It's hard. It's very difficult to be the Empress. But, you know, you're walking your own you got your own new beginnings, right? Your own happy new beginning. Only do a happy new beginning with this person if indeed it's a happy new beginning. But it's very difficult, you know. Make sure you do a little soul searching yourself. I bet there's a hermit here. There he is. I knew it. I bet there's something there. I saw the blue. So it's either that or some kind of judgment-y type thing, but I think judgment's already out. Could have been a Five of Cups too. There you go. I mean, it's everything. Oh, sorry. They went that way. It's everything I said. So, that's your reading. Do what you want to do with it, but that's where we're at in the soulmate cycle right now. When we take the temperature of the soulmate cycle, we've got your side, the DF side, the DM side, we got everybody here taking stock, taking a look at things, seeing where we chickened out, making some changes, getting rid of stuff that no longer benefits us. That inevitably will bring people back to you. Okay? People, because you're obviously very special. And when you're special, when you're this kind of energy, people always want another crack at it. You know? You're always going to hear from people. The Empress always hears from people they haven't heard from in ages. This energy right here, always. I mean, inevitably for me, every fucking year, I hear from somebody I haven't heard from in greater than 20 years. You know, it's just every year it's somebody new. You know, and they all say the same thing when they come in. You ask what they're doing, and they tell you, well, not much, didn't really do this. They didn't really do anything. You know, I think they only reach out. I figured out a long time ago, they only reach out because they hope you're also not doing well. The moment I start to talk about, oh, I did this and I did that and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, the moment I start to, they don't want to hear it. They cut you off. And then, well, I got to go. I actually had one friend say, or old friend, say once, well, this actually out loud, something he was probably thinking, oh, well, this isn't going to work. All right, well, it's nice talking to you. Bye-bye. You know, and then he was gone. That's it. You know, it's just human nature. It's just how people are. Misery loves company. You've heard that saying? Right. Again, this indicates to me that you're doing really well. Somebody going to want to crack at it. Sometimes you got to disappoint some people. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope I've explained it good enough. It is what it is. But this is what's going on in the soulmate cycle right now. All right. Tomorrow, we've got Saturn. I'm going to pull Saturn retrograde because the energy's starting to kind of bleed in as Saturn stations a bit. All right. That is your reading. Good luck.